Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll be doing a review on these Russian Boxer Pro Fight gloves, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so today we're going to do a close-up weigh-in and review on these Russian Boxer 10-ounce Pro Fight gloves. If you're wondering whose autograph that is on these gloves, I'll let you take a guess. Maybe the last name will give it away, but they're autographed by no other than Kostya Tszyu, who was probably one of my favorite boxers at the end of the 90s, early 2000s. I believe his last fight was against Ricky Hatton. But it's probably his most memorable fight was, or at least the one that everyone remembers him in, was the one against Zab Judah in 2001, where he knocked Judah out, where he stopped Judah and Judah did the chicken dance. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but Kostya Tszyu actually landed a nice, I think it was a right hand. Judah was against the ropes and kind of like pivoting out, and Kostya landed a nice clean right hand on him and ended the fight shortly after that. But nonetheless, here are the gloves themselves. Let's get back to it. You can see these are Russian Boxer, which I believe are the same. They use the same company as Grant, or at least, like, should I say, the same manufacturer as Grant to make their gloves. If you guys watched my previous videos I did on their training gloves, I'd said the same thing. These are their Pro Fight gloves, and I've owned both Grant's and obviously these, and to me they're the exact same gloves, minus the logo, of course. So it's a Russian Boxer, russianboxer.ru, their website. You have a cloth patch on the back of the glove, which is a flat cuff like you see in most Pro Fight gloves, if not all Pro Fight gloves. It says made in Mexico, which these are made in Mexico. 10-ounce weight tag. And you can see that it has that soft canvas liner. You also have that made in Mexico little tag right there. And moving on to the palm side, double stitching. You can see their purple piping, nice large grip bar, full genuine leather. You have about 1/8 of an inch of padding on the wrist and maybe 1/4 inch of padding on the back. Obviously these are Pro Fight gloves, so there's not a lot of emphasis on wrist support when it comes to these kind of gloves. Attached thumb, nice large split thumb with the purple and the black. And that's pretty much it. Nice long black laces, but you can see right there, just beautiful looking gloves. So let's go ahead and put these on the scale. These should be at weight, I'm hoping, seeing that they are Pro Fight gloves. Wait for the scale to load up with the laces. Are exactly at 10 ounces. Perfect. Let's do the left glove. And with the laces are at almost 10 ounces, 9.9. I mean, you could fart and they'll get right up to 10 ounces. So there you have it, man. 10 ounces on the dot. Let's go ahead and do the review. Hey, what's up guys? Carlo here, and today I'm doing a review on these Russian Boxer 10-ounce Pro Fight gloves. Got mine in the black and purple color scheme. You can also get it in 8 ounces, obviously for the Pro Fight gloves are 8 or 10 ounces. And pretty much everything from Russian Boxer, just like Grant, is all kind of custom made. They don't really have a stock color line to choose from. Everything you would have to reach out to them and get both a quote as far as the design goes, as well as the pricing, and go from there. Now, obviously these gloves were autographed by Kostya Tszyu. I've had these for actually over a year now, and at first I didn't want to do any training with them. They were just going to be a collector's item for myself, which they have been, but I couldn't help it, and I wanted to put these to use and see how these actually performed. That way I could do a review on them and let you guys know how these worked out. I'm going to end up putting these back in the box and shelving them, but I let them come out to play for a little bit to kind of give you guys my thoughts on these gloves. But that's pretty much it for this. So I use them for the mitts. I hit the bag with them, and that was it. But I do have a really good idea on how these perform, mainly because these are identical to the Grant Pro Fight gloves. So I said this in my previous videos where I did a review on the training gloves, where to me, having owned both authentic Grants and the Russian Boxer gloves, they were exactly the same as far as the design, the leather, the liner, everything was exactly the same. So it wouldn't be far-fetched that they use the same manufacturer. I think it's kind of widely known now that, you know, Grant has their own manufacturers down in Mexico that make their gloves for them. And they probably have switched manufacturers over the years and maybe even supply maybe the leather themselves. Who knows? But I know there's a lot of talk about who makes their gloves, but these Russian boxers are definitely identical to the Grants, especially their pro fight gloves as well. So looking at the glove, outside of the autograph up there, you do have the Russian boxer logo, which, you know, by no coincidence is very similar to Grant with the circular logo, and they actually have their website written down in the little ring below. It does have this cloth Russian boxer patch on the flat cuff, obviously a pro fight glove, so it's a flat cuff. This is made in Mexico, 10-ounce tag. You have leather piping down right here that's in purple, nice soft canvas liner on the inside. On the other side, you have the split palm, the purple and the black, as well as the split thumb. You have the purple, black, purple, black leather attached thumb. Obviously, these are 100% genuine leather, handmade in Mexico. Nice large grip bar, double stitching, ventilated holes on the thumb. That's pretty much it. So you can see it's a really compact looking glove. Now, quality of these gloves are really great. I mean, you can see here that overall the leather on here is really nice, really nice high quality feel to it. I'd say the only area on this particular pair of gloves I got is maybe a little area of stitching that could have been improved, like this little part where it kind of U-turns down here where the purple meets the black. Some of the stitching could have been done a little bit better there. But the split thumb looks really good. The leather consistency is good. This is going to be a horsehair foam combination glove. So this is more on a protective puncher style glove. You can see there that it has a really nice conforming flat punching surface. So you could definitely do a lot of damage to whoever is going to be getting hit in the face or the body with these gloves. And right here you can see this kind of that seam. I noticed that with a lot of Mexican style gloves, that kind of like this little area where the leather kind of pinches right there. You get a little bit of kind of imperfection, but everything else looks really good. You can see the stitching on the palm looks clean, nice large piping. The laces are nice and long. That's included with the glove. Nice large grip bar. The split palm looks really clean. The grip bar is done really nicely. The holes on the ventilated thumb is all punched out properly. You know, you have about 1/8 of an inch of padding on the inner palm right there, as well as on that inside palm. You have about 1/4 inch on the back of the hand. Obviously, with it being a pro fight glove, there's not a huge emphasis on wrist support. They end up lacing this up, taping everything off when you have these on. So quality-wise, these gloves are really nice. Comfort-wise, they're phenomenal. Just like Grant's, the gloves are extremely broken in. I mean, you can just open and close your hands super easy. There's no resistance there, which I love. I'm a huge fan of that. The wrist feels really good. It's not too tight. It's not too loose. Thumb positioning is perfect, nice and parallel with your thumb. It doesn't pinch down. You can see when you make a fist and you curl your fingers over, that attached thumb doesn't pull down on it and feel like the tip of your thumb is getting jammed. So nice job there. But the big star of the show here is going to be the finger compartment. You have a piece of felt inside here that's lining the inside of the finger compartment. So the tips of your fingers has a piece of felt that kind of rolls over and is really comfortable. And as far as making a fist goes, this is probably the best, some of the best in terms of just making a really nice tight fist. And you get a nice landing sensation there, nice and comfortable. No areas that I feel kind of, you know, like your thumb feels pinched there. I did a review on the Everlast Elite Pro Fight gloves and their MX gloves. And both, the Elites more than the MX, both had issues with this thumb, just piping right here on the thumb, just pinching down on my hand. Both were made in Mexico, but I had so many issues with that, and just the inside not being as comfortable. With these, you don't have any issues with that at all. They do a really excellent job of positioning the thumb properly, so you get a really nice tight fist. So excellent comfort there. The liner feels really good as well. It doesn't feel rough, but really nice. Protection and performance. These are definitely more on the puncher side. You can just see, you know, how much the actual foam sinks in there with the horsehair and foam. But you get excellent crack out of these, whether you're hitting someone's face during an actual sanctioned bout or hitting a bag. I mean, you get excellent crack out of these. You definitely feel the shock go through on these. So if you have issues with knuckle injuries or your hand or I would always recommend maybe getting some gel pads, especially if you're using this for bag work, because you're definitely going to feel your knuckles come through on this padding right here, and you can see. But you get excellent feedback out of these gloves, but the protection definitely is not the best. So if you're looking for that, make sure you get yourself some gel pads, knuckle pads, whatever it is, just something to supplement covering your knuckles up if you're going to be using this for for bag training or even hitting the mitts. Now, cost-wise, there's a variable in pricing just depending on design, color scheme you get. Generally speaking, on the exchange rate, you're looking at about $180 to $200 starting off for a pair of these gloves, which is to me a great deal considering that you're getting a high-end Mexican-made glove. The same manufacturer as Grant, and Grant's their gloves, their pro fight gloves start at like $380, I think $380 or to $400 on up. And I know their training gloves I've heard have skyrocketed up to like thousands of dollars just depending on the customization. So considering what you're getting here, it's a great value for $180, $200. You can get excellent colors to choose from, different designs, which to me it adds even more value to that, being able to customize your gloves in the fact that you're getting a high quality piece of equipment. That should last you a long time. Obviously the Mexican craftsmanship is top notch as well. So definitely some of my favorite pro fight gloves for training. Right up there with, you know, the No Boxing, No Life pro fight gloves I did. I even did the Combat Corner HMIT pro fight gloves. The Salvadors obviously are right up there. I think the Salvadors are a little bit better because the designs are nicer and they have just a lot more better attention to detail. But outside of that, these are awesome gloves for the price. So if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. Put the link in the description box where you can find these Russian boxing gloves. See you guys next time. Peace.